Do you know English? Can you really speak English? Can you speak in English? Oh, are you good at English? Are you the one who has heard such kind of questions throughout his or her life? Then let me tell you, you are at the right place because all of us at some point of life has encountered, will encounter, and is encountering such kind of situations where we are being judged and asked the question, do you know English? Can you speak in English? What is English? Now, why are we asked these questions? We are asked these questions because we live in a society which is run by individuals and individuals judge. The society will judge you the way you speak. It's generally assumed, specifically in those countries where English is not the first language, that if you are good at English, then you are educated. If you are good at English, then you are smart. If you are good at English, then you are very confident. But the case can be very different. Why? Knowing English doesn't guarantee that you are smart. Knowing English doesn't guarantee that you are confident. And knowing English doesn't guarantee that you are speaking the correct English. On the other hand, the students, the individuals who are not able to speak English, it's assumed that they are not smart, they are not educated, which is not the case. Knowing English doesn't guarantee your education because English is just a language. It's a medium to express yourself. It cannot take place of education. It can help you to get educated. It can take you places. English has various benefits, many benefits, but it cannot justify whether you are educated or not. The society or the world in which we live, English is given utmost of importance because of the world order. The world order is such that English has a lot of scope and is considered central for communication. To learn English for yourself, to help yourself, so that you are able to express your thoughts, your feelings, what you are thinking to others without being judged by others. You have to do this for yourself, for your own sake, for your own sanity, for your own confidence, so that nobody is able to ask you the question, do you know English? And if we ask you that question, then you are confident enough and prepared enough to say yes. Yes, I know English, I can express myself in English, and knowing or not knowing English will not justify my caliber and my hard work, because caliber, hard work, capabilities are all different and English is different. Why? Because English is a language, I'm repeating, and all other things are very separate. You might be a very good scientist, you might be a very good researcher, but people can consider that you are a fool because you are not able to speak in English, which is wrong, I know, but this is the way society works. It just works on superficial things, on artificial things, and physical appearance. So, just for your sake, just for yourself, learn English, learn survival English. Now, survival English is that English which will help you to communicate and which will help you to get out of trouble, which will help you to be always presentable. Survival English is just basic English, everyday English, which is there in your environment. Now, if you are in a country which doesn't have English as the first speaking language, then it's all right. Why? Because when you will move out of your house, you will hear someone speaking in English. It might be there in the environment up to 10%, 20%, 30%, if not 100%. You can try and watch some English videos, English educational videos of your subject. You can watch anything in English, for example, news, for example, Disney, for example, Discovery, so that you are able to learn certain basic words. I am 100% sure that all of us can speak basic English or survival English because it's there inside our mind. We are just afraid or too embarrassed to speak, which should not be the case. Why? Because as individuals, we all are capable to express ourselves. And the most amazing part is that the people who will judge us on our speaking capability of English or for English might not be good at English, might not understand English, might not have proper communication skills. They might be zero at that language, but they will expect you to do wonders at that language so that they can judge you or pass a comment. You must have encountered mocking gazes while you are not able to communicate or not able to succeed or not able to express yourself. You must have encountered negative gazes, gazes with envy, gazes with jealousy if you're able to express yourself, if you are able to do your work in a proper manner. So whether you are at this position or that position, it doesn't matter, because society is always going to judge you. If you know English, then you can be envied, people can be jealous. If you do not know English, then they will definitely make fun of you, and the individuals who make fun of you are those individuals who certainly do not know that particular language, or who certainly do not try to do some hard work. Why? Because when we do hard work, we realize how tough life can be, how tough it is to acquire any skill. It takes a lot from an individual to master any language. And I understand that English is a tough language, but at the same time, it's easy if done in a proper manner. So learn survival English for yourself, for your sanity, for your confidence, for your mental well-being, for your mindset. Why? Because when you will be able to speak in English, you will be able to answer any question. And when the question will come that, do you know English? You will be just able to express yourself, shut the mouth of naysayers. Not knowing English cannot take a toll on your life. It cannot disrupt your life, but if you know English, then definitely you will have a benefit of getting good opportunities in today's world. Why? Because English is a global language. The world order is such that it is given so much of importance, which I have already told you. And if you really want to do something, then you need to know English, because the environment is such. Maybe the environment will change within upcoming 20 years and some other language will take the place of English, and then all of us will be forced to know that language as a trade language, as communicative language, as global language, as lingua franca, anything. But today, if we talk about this year 2024, then English is the language, and we should at least try and know 10% of it or 20% of it, so that we can help ourselves in any situation. It's not required to know, it's not required for you to advance to high level of English, because you are not mastering that language. You just need to know the language so that you are never embarrassed and you are able to help yourself. So learn English for yourself, not for others, for your own individualistic growth, for your own mindset, for your own confidence. Why? Because it will help you, because you will see the result within the upcoming days or upcoming years, which was further testified by research made by a scientist. He took 20 to 30 students and observed their life for few years. First phase, when the students were not able to speak English, the way the society judged them, and the years when they were able to speak English and express themselves. Speaking English might help you in ways which you will not be able to observe or discover until and unless you try to speak. If you feel ashamed, if you have a feeling, oh, that person is so good at English, why not me? Then you are 50% correct. 50% correct while you think, why not me? 50% wrong while you are trying to compare yourself. So don't compare. All of us are different. The intellects are different. Knowing English cannot justify your inner talent, your caliber, and your intelligence. So I will suggest, just question yourself, why not me, and try to learn. Do this for yourself. While you will engage yourself in this process, you will discover that all through the years you were thinking that I will learn English, and when I started learning English, I realized that it's not tough. Because the truth is, English is not tough. It's just like a language. A language can be learned at any walk of life, at any path of life. So just do this and help yourself and prevent this question for yourself, that do you know English? Thank you.